Hey Carlos, thanks for the information and love what you've done with the site. Now, I'm going to explain something here on mobile and how it works. The image you see here on mobile, basically this is what we call a full screen slider. It takes up pretty much the entire width and height of the page and things like that, which is cool. If you want to have the full picture display on mobile, it's going to have to be, it's possible to do, but the entire header gets resized. Okay, and I'll tell you why. The ratio of the image, usually about a 16:9 ratio, that has to remain constant on a mobile device. So when we scoot down here, what's going to happen is in order to get this picture to display the full picture, it's going to be about as tall as, if you can see where my mouse is, up here down to about here. That's how tall the picture will be. As it is right now, it's still full screen. It takes up the full height of the device, right? Which allows for the buttons, the text, and the content and logo and things like that up here. But what happens on a mobile is it's going to only take up about, if you can see, probably where the menu is, the image would end right about here, and then all this down below would have to be gone, and we'd have to dim out the dark background here beneath the logo to see the picture better, or you could just have the picture. But yeah, is it possible? Yes. The reason why we didn't do it is simply because all this information down here, there wouldn't be room for it, because the entire site would actually be pulled up, because reducing the size of the slider reduces the height of the header, and then all the content below is going to be pulled up. But in order to see the entire picture, it has to remain about the same ratio width to height. So like I said, in this case, being a 16:9, it would be approximately just where porcelain crowns are here. That's where the picture would end. Then you'd have the menu bar and then nothing down below it. So if that's what you want to go, I do have an actual style sheet update that does have that and changes that to display for you. But I didn't put it in the original package because it's described as a full screen slider. And what happens, I found, is if we went that route, then all this information here, people were finding all there, because I've done this in other products. That's how I know, other templates, is these things here, there's no room for it, so we cut it off. And for some people, it's important to have the messages versus displaying the full image. For others, it's more important to have the full image versus having the buttons and the text message, the text, title, and description down below. So in other words, on a mobile device, especially when you have this much information up here that takes up the height of the page, there is no room for a sort of properly cropped image and the buttons and the title and the description and the logo and the menu bar and all that sort of a thing. So that's why it is the way it is. But I do have an update if you want to do that. We can take a look at that next week. And I just need access to your site, and I'll upload a couple of test files just to make sure it works for you. Because like I said, everybody's a little bit different, because you have this information for basically your website name and your tagline right here. I want to make sure that the default file doesn't sort of scrunch things down and ruin this part here.